Hey socialites, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Ariell. I create mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyle vlogs. So if that's the type of content you're into, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and become a socialite. Can you guys believe that I've tried 26 new foundations and skin tints in 2023? Me neither. I tried a lot this year. I've tried 26 foundations and skin tints. I've actually done reviews on 24 of them. And so in this video, I'm going to give you guys my top 10 favorites for the year. Now, the majority of them, I think with the exception of one, actually are new launches from this year. One of them is just sort of new to me. It was super tough to come up with this list because there was so many of them that were just stand out. But if I were to mention all of those, this video would be way too long. So I brought it down to my top 10 favorite for 2023. Before we get started, today is day 19 in Vlogmas. I'm uploading a video every single day in the month of December. So let's see what we got on day 19 in our Sephora advent calendar. So 19 is right here at the top. Okay, so day 19, we got a Smashbox primer. This is the Photo Finish Smooth and Blur Primer from Smashbox. I want to say I've tried this before, maybe years ago. So I'll keep this right up here with me so we can test it out. Okay, so I've tried to rank this the best I could. Some of these could be interchanged. Keep in mind, you guys, that even on number 10 is phenomenal. Everything on my list is phenomenal. Even some of those that didn't make the list, you guys. This is just the best of the best of the best. And I had to put it in some type of order. So in number 10, I have the Dior Forever Natural Nude Foundation. When this came out, I was obsessed with it. Ultra natural foundation. This is one that a lot of people don't talk about because they don't have it in Sephora. They have like the Dior Forever Matte and I think the Dior Forever Glow or something like that. But Natural Nude is exclusive to Ulta, and because of that, you don't really hear a lot of people talk about it. But it was released in 2023. It's an ultra natural foundation that gives you a light to medium coverage. It gives you like a natural skin finish. It's not like super dewy and it's definitely not matte. It's just like it says natural nude. It looks very natural. This foundation is for those who say, I don't like foundation, right? You got those some people who just say, I don't wear foundation. I don't like it. If you want to even out your skin tone and you don't really want it to look like you have on a lot of makeup, this is for you. Also, the color match is really good for me. I'm warm neutral undertone and I wear the color 5N. It also has decent longevity. I get about 6 hours of wear on the skin before I start to get sort of shiny. I do have a full review up of this if you want to click on that link right there to check it out, but you have good longevity on this. I get even longer with the primer. I like to pair it with the Forever Glow Veil from Dior primer. These two together, you get a beautiful, beautiful finish to the skin. Next up in 9th place is a newer foundation to me. I've had it maybe about 3 months or so when it first launched, but I only tried it maybe about a month ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and immediately saw something unique. This is the Shiseido Revitalescent Skin Glow Foundation. It's the latest release from Shiseido. Really good foundation. The best way to describe this foundation is glowy and long lasting. This is a very, very long lasting foundation. This is one you can wear through working out. I don't wear makeup when I work out, but when I tested this foundation, it happened to be a day that I was going on my walk and the foundation stood up. I got about, I want to say overall, the whole entire wear, about 12 hours of wear with minimal shine. Really good product. When you put this foundation on, the finish of it is like glowy and luminous. So it's going to look like you have like a radiant primer underneath or that you just have very radiant skin, but it's the finish of the foundation. So it's actually dry to the touch, but it looks dewy on the skin, but stays matte all day, which is sort of revolutionary in a foundation. Typically when a foundation looks glowy like that, kind of like the Makeup by Mario foundation, if you've ever seen that on the skin, looks glowy, but if you feel it, it also feels oily or it comes off. This gives you that beautiful glowy look, but then it feels dry to the touch. That's one of the reasons why it stays on so long throughout the day without getting oily. Such a beautiful product. This is actually the first product period I've tried from Shiseido, and it has me interested in trying more from the brand. I got the color 450 Copper. This was actually sent to me. It's not a perfect match. I would probably go up one shade to get my perfect match, but this isn't bad. This is probably like a summertime shade. But if you're looking for a dewy or luminous looking foundation, but you want something that's long wearing, this might be one to consider. In 8th place, we have a drugstore foundation. This is going to be the only drugstore product I have on the list, and it's the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. Now, this is a tinted serum, like one of those skincare packed foundations. And also, I forgot to mention that the Shiseido is also a skincare packed foundation. And so you want to use minimal skincare underneath that one. And so similar to that, this one, even though this is a different type of formula, very affordable but beautiful product. So this is one that gives you sort of a glow to the skin as well. It has micro reflex in it that kind of looks golden, but you won't look like gold or like you have shimmers on your face. It literally helps your skin to look sort of radiant. You get more coverage out of this one than the other two that I mentioned on the list. You can achieve up to full coverage with this skin tint, and it looks really nice on the skin. There is hyaluronic acid in it, so it's also very hydrating. This one is long lasting as well. I get about 5 to 8 hours of wear before I start seeing shine. And this is also one that I would say is safe for my oily girls. Number 7 on the list is the Smashbox Halo Tinted Moisturizer. Now, this is one that I don't think is new either. I think this one may have launched a couple years ago, but it sort of went viral all over again this year, and I had to try it out. This is also a good tinted moisturizer that gives you a bit more coverage than what you would think the typical tinted moisturizer will give you. You can get up to a full coverage with this. This is one of those that gives you that flawless finish, that buttery look to the skin. Gorgeous product that caught me off guard. I've only gotten a chance to wear it a few times because the formula is super similar to next up on the list. These two could almost be interchangeable. Between 6 and 7, you could interchange either one of these because, like I said, the formula is really close. There's SPF with this one, great coverage, and it lasts a decent amount of time on the skin. I wear the color dark warm, which works well for me. I could also wear the shade that's one up from this one, and it looked really great. I was just sort of battling which one to get because they both matched me pretty well, but this was definitely a standout for the year. Which brings me to number 6, which is the Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow Foundation. This one is super similar to the Smashbox Halo in that you get that medium to full coverage, that flawless looking finish. When you want like that beat face, beautiful skin, buttery skin look, this one is it. This isn't like that super natural, undetectable skin tint. This one in a Smashbox one is not that. So don't think when you hear tinted moisturizer, oh, this is for the person that wants that no makeup look. That's not this. Now, obviously, if you were to use like a drop or half a drop or something like that, you could probably shear it out. But for the most part, if you're using what would be equivalent to like a pump or something like that, around the amount that you should use in any foundation or skin tint, it's going to give you medium to full coverage, but it's so beautiful. The color matches me so well, photographs really well too, and looks great in low lighting. I wear the color Maple, which with my warm neutral undertone, it looks great. Number 5 on the list is a powder foundation that launched this year, and it's one that I fell in love with, and can you believe it's from Sephora Collection? It's the Sephora Collection Matte Powder Foundation. Y'all, this is a beautiful product. I didn't expect to love it so much. So I wear the color 35P. I could have also gotten away with, I want to say 36Y or something like that. The full review of this product is right there. You can click on the link to check it out, and I'll let you guys sort of see both colors and how they look. But this is a beautiful foundation. The tiniest bit of this goes a very long way. way. It gives you a flawless finish. To me, it's similar to the Makeup Forever foundation powder in the way it looks and lays on the skin, except this is a little bit more matte than the Makeup Forever one. But what I love about this foundation as well is typically powder foundations are like ultra matte or look drying. This is not a super dry powder and it doesn't look ultra matte, but it gives you a matte finish. Really good product to try, especially if you're one that wants to eliminate some steps on your makeup, or you're like a beginner with makeup, even if you're not, because I love it. But for beginners, I think powder foundations are the way to go. Number 4 on the list is a CC cream. It's the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better, and it's definitely giving that CC cream. You guys, when I first got this towards the beginning of the year, I fell in love with it. I actually did a collaboration with IT Cosmetics, and so many of their products I have fallen in love with after that. I just didn't realize the brand was so amazing. I was used to just mainly the brushes from the brand, but their makeup and skincare is amazing. And this is gorgeous. This is one of those skincare serum type foundations that's obviously, because it's a CC cream, super creamy, lays beautifully on the skin, but it's unique in that it has that plumping technology in it. So if you have fine lines or if you need smoothing, it's one of those that gives you that yummy, yummy skin look. So when you notice you either have lines or wrinkles, after wearing it for a couple days, even the first time you wear it, you notice that it just sort of smooths out and plumps the skin out. But over time, after wearing it more, it just gives you a supple look. And when you wash the foundation off your skin, you'll notice that your skin just looks sort of plushy and plump. It's because of the skincare in here. Revolutionary product. This was the first of its kind that I had tried and obsessed with it. You can get medium to full coverage with this product. This is something that you could wear casually, or you could wear it like if you want like that full coverage beat when you know you need to be out taking pictures, or that type of function where there's going to be low lights and flash. I highly recommend this product for my ladies over 40 especially. Moving on to number 3, we have another skin tint, which is the Hourglass Veil Hydrating Skin Tint. Love, 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 love her down. This is actually the one that I'm wearing today. I wore this since this came out. This has probably been one of the most worn foundations, not the most worn foundation, but it's it's in that roundup, you guys. Such a great, beautiful product. Now, this is one, don't think you'll get full coverage out of it. This is a true skin tint. This is a true what skin tints used to be. Remember when the Laura Mercier skin tint used to be like the skin tint to get? She's replaced by her. This is that true light to medium coverage skin tint where you could use your fingers to apply and just get a smooth, beautiful finish to the skin. Very natural, but when using powders and blushes and everything else, you can get that really beat down look as well. I'm wearing it today. The color is really nice. I wear the shade 14, which matches me so well, you guys. This came out like around the time that the Danessa Myrick skin tint came out, and I tested them around the same time. Like they literally came out within like a week of each other. And so I do have a review of both up, but I just find that this one is slightly more long wearing, and the Hourglass happened to have a shade that matched me better. So that's why this was on the list instead of the Danessa. But if you're somebody with dry skin, then I would go ahead and go with the Danessa. But for like my skin type, which is normal to combo skin type, this is absolutely everything. It's not going to cover all the imperfections, but it's very smoothing, hydrating, and just leaves a very pretty finish to the skin. You know what I mean? It's like one of those, you know how sometimes you can tell when people use good skincare? That's what this looks like on the skin. I love it. So we're up to number 2 on the list. She is everything, y'all. This is the Lancome Tinty Dull Ultra Wear Care and Glow Foundation. Try saying that 3 times fast. Care and Glow Foundation is what I call her, and she is so nice. Similar to the IT Cosmetics serum, this one is packed with skincare, and it has that plumping technology in it that just makes your skin look different, plumper, more youthful. Beautiful, beautiful product. This is one of those foundations you put on and it just makes your skin look different. There is sunscreen in this one. You can get up to full coverage with a couple of coats, but you can get a nice medium coverage as well, which I love, especially when I put powder on top. Well, I always put powder on top, but if you want to put a powder on that has a little coverage to it, you can do that with this one and it not be too heavy. And as a matter of fact, nothing on my list, and that's why I didn't mention being heavy, because nothing on my list is a heavy product. But this is beautiful. I love her because she gives something different. She gives youthful, plumping, flawless, all of the things. Another one that I highly recommend for my ladies over 40. Now, number one, I feel like you guys already know what this one is because I rave about this product, but actually number two, the Care and Glow, and this one could be interchangeable because that one's a liquid, but this one's a powder, and it really could have went either way. But this is the Makeup Forever Skin Matte Velvet Foundation Powder. So this is a reformulation. This powder was reformulated this year and I absolutely love it. Now, I hadn't tried the original formula, only this one, and it's such a beautiful, it gives you a matte finish like the Sephora Powder foundation, but there's this velvety looking finish to it as well, especially in sunlight. It's very apparent. Similar to how I said that the Hourglass foundation just sort of looks like you have that really good skincare type of situation. This just gives like you have good skin. Such a beautiful, beautiful product. You can get light, medium, or full coverage out of this, which I love. Super easy because it's a powder. One tip with this one is a very, very, very little bit goes a long way. You want to lightly touch this powder with your brush and use circular motions to distribute it all over. You don't want to do too much because it's going to be like applying too much liquid. You know what I mean? But using a small amount of this product, it is beautiful on the skin. It looks like you have a full liquid and everything else. So this is one that can be casual, you know, just wearing it for every day or to the office. But with the right application with this, you get that full coverage, flawless bead, almost like you have on Haus Labs as well. Very versatile product. Number one on the list. Now, I do have a couple of honorable mentions that didn't make the list that I do want to mention because they're so great. There's so many that I just wanted to mention, but I'm going to throw these three in there. The Mercier Real Flawless Foundation. This is a really good one too. This one gives you sort of that light to medium coverage as well. This is more so for somebody with dry skin though. It's super hydrating. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this for somebody with oily skin. You may want to skip out on this one, but especially for my dry skin girlies, this one is definitely one to try out. Also, the Summer Fridays Skin Balm or Skin Tint, that's one that gives a different look to the skin as well. It's one of those that just looks really creamy and buttery. It's a very sheer product, super sheer, so you can apply it almost like a lotion, put it in your hand and just literally wipe it all over like you would a sunscreen, and it gives a beautiful, natural, super sheer look to the skin. But the reason why that didn't make the list is because they don't really have a shade for me, but the formula is so super nice. If they ever come out with an in-between shade that matches me, that's one that I want to pick up again. And also the new Guerlain Terracotta Foundation, that's also one that I tried this year that just gives a luxury. That is a luxurious foundation that looks ultra natural, almost like you don't have foundation on. Radiant, youthful, all of the things. Can't say enough good things. That's one that I really like as well, but unfortunately the color match was off to the point I didn't really feel comfortable wearing it. If they ever come out with another shade that matches me better, that'll be another repurchase. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed creating it. Foundations is probably the makeup product that I get most excited about, so I was super excited to make this one. It was hard to narrow it down to this list because it was so many standouts this year. So comment down below, let me know what was your favorite new foundation or skin tint for 2023. Every single product I mentioned today, including the shades I wear, will be linked down below in the description box, so be sure to check that out. If you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video. 'Cause I've been where you are.
But too scared to show me love, 'cause too fresh with the scars.